So I bought this 3DS a few days ago, and one thing I started looking up almost immediately was what mods I could do, and the most common one seemed to be the PSP 1000 stick replacement mod that replaced the analog rubber C-stick with a PSP 1000 stick top. So give it a better feel, and apparently they seem to say it feels more natural. So I started looking up how to do it, and most of the reviews involved required pulling this out, but destroying it in the process. So basically, you would kind of pluck it out here, clip around here, and then pull it out. But if you wanted to put it back, let's say, for whatever reason, you could put it back, but it wouldn't be held as securely as it was because you actually had to clip the ring initially. So I didn't want to do that, and I decided to just open it up to see what I could do. And there is a pretty straightforward way to do it. You really don't need to do much other than taking a few screws out, being careful, and then taking it out in one whole piece instead of having to snip off the edges. So that's what I'm going to do here and show you how to do it. And you really only need two tools. This is a plastic pry tool, and this is a very fine Phillips head screwdriver that I had from an old kit that when I was fixing a MacBook Pro that I had bought. I think I bought, it was like a 3-pack for like $7.99 on Amazon. Not sure how much they are right now, but that's how much it was when I got it. So these are the only tools you really need, and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so the first thing you'll need to do is undo both of these screws, just like you would if you were taking out the SD card. So I'll take that one out. Take that one out. Okay, pop off the back like you usually would. Right here. Okay, take that off. Put that off to the side. I would take out the SD card just in case. You probably don't, the way it's underneath. You really probably don't have to, but I would just feel more comfortable doing it by taking out the SD card if I can physically grab it. There we go. Take out the battery for sure, and also make sure your machine is powered off all the way before you take the battery out. And then that's it for that. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. There's 2 screws underneath these feet. Those are the ones I'll do first. I've taken these off a couple times already, so they should just come right off. The first time I did it, I had used this plastic pry tool, and I kind of stuck it in and lifted it out. But now I can just kind of put some pressure with my nail, and it comes right off. So you put that off to the side. Second one, it pops right off. And then we take out our 8 screws. Okay. Alright, so the screws are out, and I'm going to take off the back. Generally, it comes out pretty easily. Sometimes it gives you a little bit of an issue. Alright, so there you go. It comes out. And as you can see, there's 2 cables, or attached cable that you have to take off. You have to take off this one, and you have to take off this one right here. So it's pretty simple. I use my plastic pry tool, the flat end. I just kind of get it in there and twist a little bit, pops right off. Same with this one. Get underneath, little push, boom, pops right off. You could just take that, put it off to the side. And now for the final step, or at least the final step to access the rubber piece, there are 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. Take those off. Alright, so the screws are out. So now all you need to do here is lift up your screen, put it all the way out, as you can see. And this will just pop right out. So once you do this, you'll see that the button is there and it's exposed. All you got to do is just pluck it right off. Oh, come on, there we go. And that's it. So usually what would happen in the other tutorials that I saw, that they would end up like cutting here, which is where it works. You will be able to get it out, but you destroy it in the process. And if you don't want to do that, this is a non-damaging way to do that. So you can just take that, put it somewhere safe. I have a cup full of random stuff on my computer desk. I just drop it in there, like so. And now what you can do is you can just put these 3 screws back, and then we'll attach the PSP joystick head. All right, so now you can see the exposed PSP head, or PSP head, the exposed analog C stick. And here is our piece. Let me see if I can get a better focus. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's our piece. And if you can see it, try to get a good camera. This is with my webcam. It's kind of an oval. It's not a exact square. So you have to kind of rotate it until it catches on the sides of the square head of the analog stick. And once it's on there, it'll be on there pretty firm. It's not really going anywhere unless you pry it off. And it does pry off pretty easily with the plastic pry tool. So you just place it on, kind of rotate till you feel it catch, and then press down. You don't have to put too much pressure. And that's it. It's on there. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. All right. You're going to put your back plate back on, like so. Make sure that you put the connectors on the right way. They go on either way, but they're really the right direction is a specific direction. Put our back plate back on. You don't want to put too much pressure. Make sure we're not putting any tension on the ribbons or crimping them or anything like that. So just kind of get it on there as a snap. That sounded good. Okay. Put our battery back in. Nice and easy. Put our SD card back in. Like that. Put our screws back in. Okay. Now we just have to make sure the C-stick works. It's a little finicky, but that can be adjusted. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's no C-stick calibration on this thing. Let's see if we can try to get a better idea where it is. So here it is. Up, up, down, right, up, right, up, down. Yeah. So there's no C-stick calibration. It seems that there's only a joystick calibration for this one. However, what I am finding is that there are games that do require the C-stick and do have a calibration tool built in. So if this is giving you trouble, you can always pop it off. Right, take your little pry tool. Comes off pretty easily. Right, you can kind of reset it if you're not feeling it, which just seems to be a little bit of a trial and error thing. Okay, see, I just put it back on with very little pressure, and it's actually feels a little more responsive now. Kind of tilts a little bit, but I think that has to do with the fact that there's like air on, gaps on the end because it's kind of like an oval while it's connecting to a square. So there's going to be some play on it. Yeah, but it feels good. So that's it. So hope you get some use out of this, and good luck with your PSP 1000 stick modding.